Hi guys, welcome to Cup of Teach. This time I'm going to discuss ratio and proportion. A ratio is a comparison between two numbers or quantities. A proportion is an equation that shows two ratios are equivalent. For example, the ratio of female to male students can be expressed in different forms. It can be in the column form. We read this as 3:5. It can be in division form. It can be in phrase form, or it can be in fraction form. Let us consider these ratios. 3:5 equals 9:15. 5 and 9 here, we call that means. 3 and 15, we call that extremes. Let us get the product of the means and the product of the extremes. 3 times 15 is equal to 45. 5 times 9 is also equal to 45. Let us also consider this form, fraction form. Cross multiplication, 3 times 15 is 45. 5 times 9 is also 45. You have noticed here that the product of the means and the product of the extremes are equal. Therefore, this equation is proportion because the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Let's have now the properties of proportion. Given A over B equals C over D, or A is to B equals C is to D, where B is not equal to 0 and D is not equal to 0. Number 1, fundamental law of proportion. The product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. That is AD equals BC. Number 2, A over C equals B over D. Number 3, D over C equals B over A. 4, A plus B all over B equals C plus D all over D. 5, A minus B all over B equals C minus D all over D. Describe how the derived equation in each property differ from the given equation A over B equals C over D. For example, express the following ratios. Number 1, 4 days to 2 weeks. So we have here days and weeks. So magkaiba sila ng units. So kinakailangan, they have the same units para ma-express natin ang ratio. So yung weeks dito, i-convert natin yan into days. In every 1 week, meron tayong 7 days. So kung 2 weeks siya, therefore that is 14 days. So we have here 4 days and 14 days. Pwede pa nating i-simplify ang 4 over 14 by dividing the numerator and denominator by 2. Kasi divisible by 2 sila. And then, the answer is 2 over 7. Number 2, 30 minutes to 2 hours. So, minutes ito. The other one is hours. So, convert natin ang hours into minutes para same unit sila. In every 1 hour, meron tayong 60 minutes. Since ito ay 2 hours, therefore, that is 120 minutes. So, we will have now 30 over 120. 30 and 120 is divisible by 30. So, pwede pa natin siyang i-lowest term. Divide the numerator and denominator by 30. So, we will have now 1/4. Number 3, 8 months to 1 year. So, this is months and year. Convert natin ang year into months. So, we have 12 months in 1 year. So, we have 8 over 12. Pwede pa nating i-simplify. Divide natin by 4 ang numerator and denominator. Therefore, we will have now 2 over 3. Example number 2. Determine if the ratios are proportional or not. Number 1, 2:3 equals 4:6. So, kailangan lang natin kuhanin ang product ng means at saka product ng extremes. So, 2 times 6, that is 12. 3 times 4, also 12. Therefore, this equation is proportional. Number 2, 7:9 equals 3:4. Get the product of the extreme, that is 28. Product of the means, that is 27. Therefore, it is not proportional. Number 3, 6 over 9 equals 4 over 6. Cross product, 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 4 is also 36. Therefore, this is proportional. Number 3, find the value of the variable in each of the following. Number 1, b over 10 equals 6 over 5. Cross multiplication, b times 5, that is equal to 5b. 10 times 6 equals 60. Then to solve for b, we need to divide both sides by 5. Para makancel natin ang 5, matira na lang ay b. And then 60 divided by 5, that is 12. Therefore, b is equal to 12. Number 2, 2 over x minus 4 equals 7 over 2x plus 1. Cross multiplication, that is 2 times 2x plus 1, and the other one is 7 times x minus 4. So we're going to use distributive properties, 2 times 2x and 2 times 1. So we will have now 4x plus 2. And then 7 times x and 7 times negative 4. So that is equal to 7x minus 28. Then after that, we're going to combine similar terms. So yung 4x transpose natin beside 7x because they are similar terms. Then yung minus 28 beside 2 because they are similar terms. So kapag nag-transpose, kailangan natin mag-change ng sign. So we will have now 2 plus 28 equals 7x minus 4x. 2 plus 28 is 30. 7x minus 4x is 3x. Then solve for x. We need to divide both sides by 3. So cancel out ang 3. Sa right side, matitira ay x. And then 30 divided by 3, that is 10. Therefore, x is equal to 10. Let us discuss also the geometric mean. Geometric mean of two numbers is the square root of their product. Example, give the geometric mean of the following. Number 1, 16 and 4. So let us write that into radical form. Square root of 16 times 4. That is equal to the square root of 64. And 64 is a perfect square. Therefore, the square root of 64 is 8. This is the geometric mean. Number 2, 4 square root of 2 and 2 square root of 2. So let us write that into radical form. Square root of 4, square root of 2 times 2 square root of 2. Let us multiply first the coefficients 4 and 2. So we will have now the square root of 8 times square root of 4. And 4 is a perfect square, so pwede pa natin siyang isimplify. Square root of 4 is 2. So we will have now square root of 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. So that is equal to the square root of 16. And 16 is a perfect square. Square root of 16 is 4. So this is now the geometric mean.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. If you learned something here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cup of Teach. See you on the next lesson. Bye!